You are live. Please proceed. Coach Nora, you're muted. Unmute yourself. Coach Nora, I don't know if you're aware, but you're actually muted. You can unmute yourself. Okay, coach, you're unmuted, but you're completely silent. That shows that there must be a challenge with your synchronized microphone and your device versus the people on the call, because a number of us are on the call and we cannot hear you. So, good morning to everybody out there. We're going through some technical challenges. Just confirm if you can hear or not hear the voice of Coach Nora. She's the one carrying our presentation this morning. Dr. Nellie is indisposed. She is not near, so Coach Nora is standing in on her behalf. We have Coach on the call, as you can tell, but she is not heard because of some conflict on her software. So confirm if you can hear her. Maybe it's my device that's not hearing us. So if you can hear her, just let us know that you can hear. But from where I stand, certainly I'm not hearing her. So it means there is a problem. Coach Sunshine has just come in. I'll ask her to say a word just to see if I can hear her. Then I'll know that it's definitely Coach Nora's gadget. Sunshine, if you're hearing me, please respond, unmute and respond just to confirm.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I'm on the road. I'm on my way to UTH, but I can hear you, and it's a great day where we just rise and shine.
Okay, no, great. It's in fact a number of people are confirming through text that they can't hear Coach Nora. So she must be going through a software conflict like we had with Coach Caro the other day, if you recall. She also had a mic on, because I can see from here that she's got her microphone on, but there's a conflict with the software. So obviously it'll be a tough one. She would have to literally restart a device or something like that. So Coach, if you're hearing me, just restart your device and then go through the whole process like I taught you again and come back in. So Doc, as in Sunshine, you and I just have to carry out a conversation. We have people listening in, and obviously try and find a way to make this valuable to those listening in so that they're able to benefit even as we wait for Coach Nora to come back with what she prepared for this morning. And so normally, as you know, we are big on the issues of mindset change. And what is on your mind this morning, even as you head to the hospital there?
You know, these are the issues that we talk about from bedroom to boardroom. And as Dr. Nellie always say, are we ready for eventualities? Are we ready for the things that we carry on every day? We come because we are focused and because we know exactly what we need. And as you know, this is what we call noise, but it is not going to prevent us from the things that we plan for, from the life that we want to lead, from the goals that we want to achieve. So this is why when we wake up, we are deliberate. So where you are today, okay,
there you are.
I can hear Carol. Okay, all right.
Yeah, no, it's actually Coach Nora. Okay, Nora, good to have you. You're back and we can actually hear you. So at this point, we'll let you take it over and go ahead and proceed. So over to you, Coach Nora.
Thank you so much. And it's such a bright morning We have all, from Monday to Friday, we have this mentorship course from 7:30. It's a mentorship academy platform. We run these mentorship programs from Monday to Wednesday, and on Monday we have Unleashing Your Destiny with Rev Water Mwambazi. On Tuesday, we have Mindset Change program with Coach Sunshine, who was already on the call. On Wednesday, we have an open market. And on Thursday, we have Prosperity for Your Soul with Dr. Nellie. And I'm one of the mentees and her program. I'll be running you through the healthy financial tips that we should have once we go through discouragement. On Friday, we have healthy tips with Dr. Jackie. So please do join us on 7:30 calls from Monday to Friday. So as I mentioned earlier, we'll be talking about the healthy financial tips that we should all go through once we are disappointed. Why do we talk about financial literacy? I think financial literacy has been, the past few years, maybe 2, 3, 4 years, it's been hyped so much such that people do not want to talk about it because they feel that people are talking to them as opposed to talking with them regarding their financial status. So um, most people shun talking about financial literacy because they feel they've got it. But the truth of the matter is that you and I, well, I'm over my 40s. We were not schooled about how to handle our money. We did go through the principles of money, the economic statuses, but as an individual, we never were taught how to manage our own money. And that's the reason why we've been making so many financial mistakes. Regardless, even when you are taught, people do go through challenges because we all have different, we are all sitting on um, different platforms where you feel that we make different decisions regarding our money, and you will be able to make mistakes, maybe out of the decision you've taken, or somebody else has been able to wrong you. I'm sorry I'm not able to come on camera because my network is quite bad, so I do not want to compromise that. But on this call, let me know if there's any one of us who has been disappointed with the financial decision that we've taken, and we've decided we're not going to invest, for example, we are not going to save, or we are not going to lend money to any person who would not have brought the money back. Let me just know if any of us on this call have undergone through that. And as I talk about that, we are talking about being disappointed, but we are disappointed as an individual. So those of us who are married in here will be able to also share different avenues of how they've been disappointed because their partner has behaved in a different way than they expected. So if that happens, most of the times we get so agitated with the person that we know who has hurt us, and we do not usually forgive that person as opposed to just an outsider. Am I right or wrong? So if that's you, I am a couples financial coach. I help couples build a proper financial foundation in their marriage so that they can ditch stress and build wealth together. So I'll be sharing with you the healthy tips on what it is that you can do if you find yourself you are in that problem where you are failing to forgive your partner for the mistakes that they made. So one of the things that you need to do, please take this down. You need to forgive yourself first. You need to go through the process of taking care of your emotions. You need to allow yourself to acknowledge and process the emotions that arise from the financial betrayal. So what is it that you're feeling? You need to do an introspection. What is it that you're feeling? Are you angry? Are you hurt? Do you feel mistrust? But the most important part is taking care of your emotions, because only when you take care of your emotions will you be able to run through the process of what did I do wrong here, or what did they do wrong here? What situation led me into making this decision, so that my partner also thought that I meant investing, or I meant saving, or I meant borrowing. So once you go through those emotions, it will be a therapy for yourself to forgive that which happened to you. So, how do you go about this? Because after you discover the process that you're going through, the hurts, your feelings, you then need the support from your friends, from your family, or you need to get professional help. It's important as Africans. I'm saying Africans because we feel that getting professional help is a sign of failure, or is a sign that there's something wrong with you upstairs. And those in mental health will be able to share with us what it is, why it's important to get that therapy. Because sometimes you will not be able to go through this on your own, but it will help you if you get somebody you can talk to. Do not keep that which is hurting you to yourself, because it will be very difficult for you to get off that. So the healthy financial tip that I'm giving you there is to introspect, get the feeling that you are having, and deal with that feeling by getting the support from the relevant people. And then the second one, you need to identify the triggers. What is it that makes you be in that circumstance? What is that financial trigger? I'll give you an example. And I talk about it all the time. There are people who spend on shoes or handbags because they love those handbags. They love the designer handbags. They walk into a shop, it was not on their list, it was not on their budget to get that particular handbag, but because they don't have it and they are a designer, they fuss so much about having a bag with a brand, and they walk in a shop and they find it. They have not budgeted for that money. It's not in their budget, which means if they get that bag, they will be down on their budget, which might lead them into borrowing. So you need to identify that which triggers your spending, or it can also be a trigger in income. If it's on the income side, it's good because it means that you are looking out for opportunities that will give you money. But even then, there are triggers that will make you have that opportunity. Look out for that and keep doing that, which will make you that money. But if it's a trigger that will make you keep spending, you have to look out for those warning signs. And how do you then handle that aspect of that particular expense trigger if you are in the shop? So you will then say, I will go by my budget, or I will carry somebody with me to help me decide that it's only that which is on my list of things to buy is what I'm buying. So because you've introspected, now you know that trigger, you will then be able to have a healthy financial habit once you know what that trigger is. And then you can get the support from the people that will help you be able to achieve this. So when you've been betrayed, you feel horrible, you've dealt with your emotions, and now you need to set boundaries and communicate with your partner. I'm talking about partner, I'm talking about couples, because sometimes you fail to forgive that person you love because you feel they've hurt you to a certain degree and you are not comfortable talking about them. So for couples, I will be hosting on the 1st of September a couples financial bliss retreat It's a workshop. And in that workshop, you also have an opportunity to have dinner with your spouse. And this is coming in very cheap. It's at a hotel. And the information that you'll be able to get from the different speakers that will be there. Dr. Nellie is one of the speakers that will be there talking about emotional mastery and relationship mastery, exactly what we are talking about on this call. We'll have Dr. Walubita Sianga. He's also a money expert, a relationship expert. So you do not want to miss this. If this resonates with you, please do share this broadcast with the people that you feel can be part of this. Share this with your aunties. Share this with whoever, your sister. If not, tag them on this call so that they will be able to have this information. I would say free, in that the guests that are coming, the guest speakers that are coming, are out of this, they are experts in this industry, and you don't want to miss this. So, as I was saying, you would want to set boundaries and communicate with your partner. The communication comes in where you are telling your partner how you felt, not what they did. So, if you keep saying what they did, probably you will not be communicating properly, and you will not settle the matter of that betrayal, because they probably also feel like they were right. So the best is to tell them how you are feeling about what situation you've gotten yourselves into. So you share your feelings and you're very clear. This is how we should go on regarding the finances. I feel this way because this and this happened. And therefore, going forward, I would love that we, instead of just you getting the money, depending on how you agree on expenses in the family. If you are on a shared um, you have one pot where you put your monies, your income, and you use up that money. So if each of you is able to use up that money without asking, and then your partner makes a mistake, look at ways in which you can then be able to get together, communicate properly. How else can we work this better? And then you move forward, because if you keep going to your past experiences, it will trigger pain again. So move forward by now being transparent with everything, and then you work on moving forward and setting boundaries. This is what we are able to do. Okay, if we are spending more than 2,000 kwacha, it means that all of us need to come together and agree what we are spending this money on. Or I can spend 1,000 kwacha without having to ask from my partner. It's things like that that you bring out in the open for you to know how you're going to move. That's the setting boundaries. So the third one is where now you develop a financial plan. You will create a comprehensive financial plan where you are setting this based on your values. Most people talk about, well, there's the SMART goals. Yes, you are setting those SMART goals. But in there, what is it that you're looking at? For me, yes, we talk about financial literacy. I talk about the behavioral change. It's because of having, yes, we can do the numbers, we can do everything that goes with it, but we need to first deal with our minds before we 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 deal with the numbers. We are agreeing, what values are we bringing in, what is it that we want. From there, you set now your goals based on what the two of you have agreed on. And then financial literacy really never ends, because just three weeks ago, I was on a course which has to do with investment. So just because I am in this financial space does not mean then that I cannot add on more knowledge. And I tell you that that course opened me up so much, and I regretted some decisions that I've taken in my financial journey. Me, who's a financial coach, I've regretted on decisions that I've taken in my financial journey, which means every one of us does make mistakes. but we do need to forgive ourselves and see the best way forward by also getting to have more information. Because when you move from one stage, the basic stage would be probably knowing how to budget, what it is that you put in your budget. Once you get to understand all that, then you're moving on to savings, you're moving on to emergency funds, you're moving on to investment. So you keep upgrading yourself. It's very, very important that you keep increasing your financial literacy. And then I will end with seeking professional help. I did actually talk about it earlier, that most of us, most Africans, feel like getting professional help is like you feel like you're a failure. But it's very important that you consult. Professional help in this case is not like there's something wrong with you. You could also go to somebody. How is it? How much? I have 50,000 kwacha. What is it that you can go to financial advisors? What is it that I can invest in? This is what, as our family, we are looking at. Is this the best? Is this the best route that we can be able to use? So by going to them, they'll be able to create a financial roadmap for you. And it's something that you can use to track your progress, to track how much more monies you'll be able to do investment. And once you get this help, it will help you as a family to be able to then reach out for more opportunities. So more opportunities, Dr. Wali talks about different platforms where you can be able to make money from home. So if you want to get more information on you and your spouse on how you can be able to increase your income, there's a link that I'm sharing on this platform that you can sign up for. On the 1st of September, we'll be hosting the Secrets to Couples Financial Bliss. And these secrets will help you build your family life into the right trajectory. Not to say there's something wrong with what you're doing, but to increase your knowledge on things that you can be able to do, how you can be able to master your emotions, how you can be able to master your relationship with others, how you can be able to make side money and increase wealth in your family, how you'll be able to quickly build up your emergency fund, and why this is important. Building up your emergency fund account helps you not be in debt. People on this call, you agree with me, you know some people that are in a lot of debt right now. And this stresses their marriage. So if you feel stressed in your marriage, please do not shun from coming to this workshop. It will help you have a different perspective of things. And I tell you, there'll be so much nuggets. And we already have Honorable Mabel Mwaba. She's in a legal space. She'll also be able to share with us what it is that you need to put in place while you are alive now to protect your family. The will. Most of us have not taken care of our wills, and people end up having challenges once one of the core family members is gone. So what is it that you need to put in place now when we are leaving? So this particular workshop will cover a lot of things in there. So I'm sharing the link. I hope I'll share the link with the call, and you'll be able to see how much value you'll be able to get from this workshop. It's the knowledge that you get. It's the romantic dinner that you will be able to share with your spouse, which we rarely do have time to do that. We'll also be able to talk about what happens to our marriages when we spice it up with different activities. So you don't want to miss this. You definitely want to come. And if there's somebody that you know should be hearing this, please tag them on this call and join us on the 1st of September at Elementals Hotel, where we have guest speaker Dr. Nellie Kangwa, who will be sharing with us on emotional mastery, relationship mastery. And if you've listened to her, you know exactly how she brings down the house. Dr. Walu also will be sharing with us how you can be able to make money on the as a side income or as a main income, and how you can be able to deal with conflicts in your marriage. So we do thank you so much for joining us on this call. And remember that you need to have healthy financial habits as an individual first before you are a couple. It's important to take care of your emotions, understand what it is that you were hurt on. So I talked about emotions, I talked about boundaries and communication. I also talked about that which triggers you to make the income or to spend, take care of that. And once all that has been taken care of, you are off to build your healthy financial habits. Thank you so much for joining us on this call. And do have yourself a very good morning. Don't forget to tag the people and have a blessed day.